In other news, 2 advertisements for a body spray have come under fire, with social media users saying that it promotes rape culture. A huge controversy has erupted after these advertisements aired on television. And one of the ad features 4 men at a store having a conversation, and when they spot the last remaining bottle of the perfume, they discuss who's going to take the shot, since there are 4 of them and just one of those perfumes. But during this conversation, instead of the body spray, a woman is shown in the ad, and the woman even turns back angry at the 4 men as she thinks they are talking about her. And the second advertisement starts with a couple in a bedroom. 4 of the guy's friends enter the room and they ask a crude question. The advertisement then reveals that the friends were just asking if they can use the perfume kept in the room. So this has, of course, got several users on Twitter having called out the brand for promoting rape culture. Joining me now, Mr. Prahlad Kakkar, Ad Guru, joining us here this morning. Prahlad Kakkar, thanks for joining us here this morning. Now, we do know that advertisements have a massive reach. These are 30-second capsules, made to send a message to their target audience. In this case, if you've seen the advertisement, what is the meaning, what is the thought behind the ad, and what's your reaction to this advertisement?
Well, basically, the ad is in very bad taste, but it's wants to get attention of all the young mawalis of the country, right. Basically. Who basically eve tease, or they make comments at single girls at places like malls, street corners, etc. So they've taken up on that and they've made it into, institutionalized it into an ad. I think that's in very poor taste. Now, number one, poor taste, agency to karti hai, kuch bhi karti. But how can a client accept to have his product associated with a street Romeo or a Mawali, as we call them?
Yes.
He should have enough sense to know that long-term repercussions on the brand value are going to be so negative that the only people who are going to buy this brand are the street Mawali. So if that is the case, it will fail.
In the backdrop of Mr. Kakkar, of rape, in the nation grappling with, women's safety, the rising incidents of rape that are taking place in the nation, how does such an advertisement, come on national television? What's the protocol? Is there an agency that approves such advertisements?
It's bad timing, it's bad taste, it's bad all round, So you can't jump from eve teasing to rape, that's a bit drastic in terms of drawing that kind of conclusion. We are talking about a country that is now waking up to being extremely sensitive to how we treat our women. And having this ad suddenly come in the middle however liberal you might be, however you might want to be, want it to be funny, it's not funny. Frankly.
Right. The argument would be that this is in the name of
it's supposed to be funny,
freedom.
It's not funny
but
at all.
But how far can we go, in creative freedom? Because the argument on the other side would be that this is being done in the name of creative freedom, and that
it's not. It's not creative freedom. It's bad taste. So let's understand that. So creative freedom doesn't mean objectifying women in a street language by glorifying roadside Romeo.
Absolutely.
At one time, even Hindi movies used to do it, but it's no longer so. Today is not the time to do it at all.
And there are several reactions, strong reactions coming in from Twitter users asking, where does this get approved from? How does this make way on national television? What's the role of ASCI? That's the body that's notified suspension of this ad. How long will it take for the body to get this ad off air?
Immediately. I think the moment your backlash comes in, and your reaction comes into the ad, if the person is a sensible person in terms of the client, he'll remove it immediately with an apology. If he doesn't do that, then it's going to affect the brand. And if it affects the brand, means that it's dead.
Absolutely. Mr. Kakkar, also, we speak about advertisements as a medium of how it sends out a message. It's got a massive outreach, as we mentioned earlier. It's a small capsule, aimed at their audience to promote their brand. And how is this being misused in this particular ad of how a woman is being objectified?
Well, it is being objectified because somebody is passing a comment and she hears it and she actually thinks the comment is of her, and it's very unsavory. what the comment is.
And where,
any woman,
where does the
regardless of her
responsibility
age or
lie
background.
exactly?
Pardon?
Who's responsible for something like this?
Finally, it's the client who approves it and is paying good money for it. So the client himself must be an idiot at the end of the day. I mean, to approve something like this in today's time, everybody's so sensitive about this whole women's issues.
Right. All right. Mr. Prahlad Kakkar, appreciate you joining us here this morning on NDTV.
You're welcome.